it's Lo from Custom Creations by Lo. I hope everybody is doing great today. Wanted to give another thank you to Andy at CCUK for letting me be on the live Q&A yesterday. That was an awesome experience. He also gave me some great advice. I'm going to try putting those to use. Starting out with my camera angle, because I know that I've had some issues, you being able to see everything that I'm doing. So we're going to do this one. And if it don't work, then I'll try something else. So thank you again, Andy. Thank you also to all of my subscribers and all the new ones that I got yesterday. All of you mean the world to me. I count you as friends. So thank you for that. As I put in another video about a special announcement, I have went over my 100. Thank you. That happened yesterday live. That was pretty awesome. And so the winner is going to receive a $25 Amazon gift card, probably an e-card. So I will be putting in the description some information, as well as I'm going to be doing it, I believe, in like an online bingo. So if you would like to be entered, in the comment box of this video, just leave your name and how you came across my channel. And then I will put it in for bingo, and that person will win that. And I'm excited to do that, so keep watch. Today we're going to work on, I have the new Gnomes mold from Resin. I actually purchased these off Amazon because I was doing another order. And I know that this one here takes 4.5 ounces. This one takes 7 ounces. So for the whoopsie daisy, the tree that's in this one, I'm going to be using Diankapours Tree of Life. I think that'll be pretty. And then I'll probably, I'll paint the nose. I'm not sure what color yet, maybe a pinky color. And then I'll pour it in white so that like his beard and mustache things will be in white, like Santa. And then in the other mold that has, I believe it's a cardinal on top of his hat. So I'm going to paint the cardinal and paint the top of his hat with my new color by Laura's Art Corner. It is the Candy Apple Blossom. It's gorgeous. I just can't get enough of that. And I think that's going to be really pretty. And then I may try to paint his gloves. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to be doing this one, but I know that I will probably be pouring it in white. So again, that we get his white beard and mustache. So we'll see how it goes. If we have to paint it up after that, then we will. And I may also do the little gift box down here, the ribbon in the red, and then the gift box, I don't know, it may be white, it may be blue, it's hard to tell. So kick back, relax, hopefully this new setup will work, and let's get started. Do have my gloves on because I don't want powder to go everywhere, and I always tap these down because we all know that a lot of us store our stuff upside down so we can easily see the color. And this one is no exception. Isn't that beautiful? Tree of Life. And how I got some already on my paper? I do. No. Make sure it's not on my gloves. So when I turn my mold here. All right. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to kind of turn this inside out a little bit so I can get the tree without getting too much, having to do too much cleanup for his beard and stuff. I'm going to initially try doing it with my finger because I think that would work, maybe. I'm just fold it down far enough that I can get to the tree a lot easier. So let's see how that goes. I'm just going to start here with the lid and my finger. That's so pretty. And see if we can get that pushed in there. Now, if there's any white that happens, that, if I miss a spot for the white on the tree, that can work into our advantage, because that can be like a snow, snow covered branches, or what are the flocked trees, which I hate those. I really do, because I hate the mess of them. Yeah, so yesterday's experience was a lot of fun. I initially, was a little worried about it, but it was fine. So don't be scared to do it. Andy's very personable. He's very helpful. He'll give you some good advice on how to grow your channel, things that maybe you can improve, that kind of stuff. And he doesn't have to do this, but he likes new artists and new channels, and he likes to help them. I know he himself has just reached 10,000, so congratulations again on that, Andy. That is awesome. I can only hope to be there one day. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know how this the finger things are going, but because as you can see, I'm kind of making a mess here. But I have baby wipes and alcohol, and I may have to use the brush just because I want more of that color in there that's not getting all the way in there. So let me go ahead and wipe my finger off, and we'll move on to the attempt with the brush. And this is the brush that comes with Litz resin powders. This one's from my chrome, I think my chrome powder set I'm from them. So you see that cleans up pretty easily, so that shouldn't be too bad. We'll do more as we get closer. All right, let's see. This color's gorgeous. I don't know if you've purchased any of her products. If you haven't, you should probably try out a couple of them. I do have a discount link in my description box for her, as well as some other resin companies that sell micro powders and pastes, like Eye Candy. Love their stuff. It's gorgeous, never lets you down. And Diankapours powders are the same. I have not gotten any of her paste yet, but I do intend to. And Laura's Art Corner, if you haven't already checked her out, do, because she's got wonderful products and her prices are awesome. Awesome. You cannot go wrong. Matter of fact, I just placed another order with her for a couple molds. Oh, sorry, my nose is itching like crazy. So you can see what I'm doing. So I will pause you for a brief moment and bring you back once I have this painted. Hold tight. Okay, so I was able to get the tree painted, and I got it cleaned up, so it will be ready to pour. Like I said, I know this one takes 4.5 ounces, and then just need to paint, I think, his nose and his suit, which will probably be red, right? And then I'll paint out this part here, all this here, his little arm. Those are his, I guess, the fur on his coat, and the red here. So let me get my switching sponge here. If you haven't got one of these, they're great. You can also use paper towel, whatever, but these are really inexpensive off Amazon. They're like for a pack of 2, I think it is. It's like $6 or so, so they're very inexpensive and they work really well. You just take your brush like this, just kind of rub it in there. Get out the majority of it, close it up and move it on. So let's get our red here from Laura's Art Corner, do his suit, and then we'll do his hat over here. And does he have, oh, and his suit here. So yeah, we got a lot of red to do, so I will start on this one and then bring you back once I've finished this one, because that will take me a few minutes. Look at that, y'all. Is that not the most beautiful color? And it's a true red. I mean, Andy and I were talking about this yesterday. It's gorgeous. I mean, it just really is. Now, the cleanup of this wasn't too hard, so that's great. All right, let me see where I need to go. So, again, we're just going to do this back area here in the red. And then this little bit of front part here. And this will be white from where we pour the resin. Like I said, because we're going to do it in white. And it will take care of his beard and stuff. Let me find a color for his nose, though, real quick. Okay. That might be too dark. Let me see if I got a lighter pink. No, I do. There it is. And again, this is Diankapours, so, and it is Alchemy. I love the names of her micas. Just so we can get his nose. See that? Isn't that pretty? Should be able to get enough off the brush here just for that little area. Off the brush, off the lid, duh. And so we're just going to paint down in there on his big old bobble nose. Easy breezy. Okay. Matter of fact, while we got it out, let's go ahead and do this dude's nose as well. Okay. And I may try a different brush. A little bit larger than that one for this area. This is just was a part of a set that I got from Pop Shelf. It was like $5 for like, I think it was like 5 or 6 brushes, but they're super soft, so hopefully that will work for us. All right. Now this color, this candy apple, once the resin hits it, it is, I mean, it's pretty without it, but that resin goes over top of it. Just makes it really come out and pop. his upper sleeve right here. And remember, whatever color touches your silicone first is the color you're going to see. Okay. I have to clean that glove out a little bit. That's okay. And I think we've got everything else pretty good. All right, let's get his little mitten, hopefully clean out some. I may have to hit some of this other that I'm probably messing up right now. Probably should have used a Q-tip. All right, let's see if we can fix these areas that I've messed up. Got some in his beard. We gotta get that cleaned out. And his mustache. Alright, listen to this. Okay, doke. So I think we pretty much got that. Oops. Now I gotta redo that area. Of course, let's use this little smaller brush because it's just a very small area. Okay. Just a little tiny place there. Okay. All right. I think he's good. A little bit right there. Let's see. I accidentally hit it with the wipe as I was cleaning it. All right. So like I said, what I'll do is I'm going to put you on, I guess I'll put you on a fast forward while I do this other gnome. And then it will be just a matter of getting the resin mixed up, getting it poured, and letting it demo, or let it cure. So, give me a second and I will fast forward you. Okay, everyone, so I got these painted up. This is the one that holds 7 ounces. See, I did all of his red. Had to clean up quite a bit. I'm setting them in these cups so I do not have to worry about them spilling or, you know, toppling over. This one is the one with the tree. It's all done. Again, setting in the cup so I don't have to worry about it, you know, possibly doing something crazy. Now for the white that I'm going to use the Eye Candy Satori White Paste. And we're first going to mix up for our 4 ounces. And then we will do our 7 ounces. Actually, 4.5 ounces. 4.5 ounces. Let me double check that, y'all. Yeah, 4.5 ounces on this guy and 7 on that one. I'm going to be using the Tea Expert resin. This is part B. You do equal amounts. B is your hardener. A is your resin. And we say we need 4.5. So we're just going to do 2.5 of each. If we have a little extra, fine. Actually, that was a little more than 2.5. That's more like 3. So let's put a little bit back in there. Now, normally, I had been using Bond Crafter, but I ran out of it, unfortunately. And I found this one, the Tea Expert, on Amazon. It was a great price for 2 gallons, a gallon each of A and B, and it was 70 bucks. That was a really good price. At least I thought so. All right, so there's our B. Let me go ahead and get that put in there. And let's get A. Okay. That looks good. We'll stop right there. Just double check it. Just a maybe. Just a little twitch more. My table, I know how much it's off, so that's why I always double check it. Okay. So what I'll do is, while this one is in the debubbler, I will go ahead and then I'll mix up the 7 ounce one. I just don't want to take any chances of it, you know, flash curing. If you've never experienced that, that is a crazy thing to happen. Kind of scary at the same time, especially if you're inside like I am, you know, and say what used to be a spare, well, my daughter's bedroom, and now it's my craft room. So yeah, don't want to make any more messes than I already have. All right, let's get us a stirring stick. We'll get this mixing for 3.5 minutes. I'll set a timer with Alexa, Set timer for 3.5 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 3.5 minutes.
Good evening, Loretta. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Starting now.
So once I've done the 3.5 minutes, then I will put in my paste and do it for at least another 30 seconds, or, another minute to get it properly mixed up. Because you definitely want to make sure that your paste, you get mixed up 100%, because if you don't, and uncured, it may not cure ever, or it could be streaky. And since we're doing this white, we want to make sure it's not streaky. Now, I stir one way. I try to stir, not at super fast speed, but enough that, it's working. Always scrape your sides, scrape your bottom. That way you can make sure that the resin is fully combined and stirred in well. If you have a mixer, you still need to do this because it will not get your sides, nor shall it get your bottom. Now, one thing I found interesting about this Tea Expert resin is it says to start your circles, your stirring in the center, and then make bigger circles as you go, which I thought was interesting. I don't know that I've seen that on resin instructions, but I mean, it could be there. This just happened to be the first time I noticed it. And I know that there's some people that stir fast, and they'll stir one way, and then they'll stir another way, and they actually, I think a lot of them have the vacuum chamber, which will get out a lot more bubbles than, let's say, this bubble remover. So that's another reason why I'm extra careful, because I have an off-brand bubble remover. It works great for what I need it to do. But, yeah, so I just need to try to not mix in as many bubbles as possible. So while I'm stirring, thank you again for being here. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Do remember that there is a giveaway in celebration of my 100, reaching my 100 subscribers. Hopefully it's all uphill from now. So I'll be doing like a bingo thing, and all you need to do is in the comments, tell me what your name is and how you found my channel. And then I'll line all the names up in and put them in a bingo, online bingo thing. Or not bingo, I'm sorry, why do I keep saying bingo? What's the jackpot thing? You know how you spin the wheel and whatever number it lands on is the number that wins. I don't play the lottery, so I don't ever remember it. But it's not bingo. I know I said earlier it was bingo. It's not going to be bingo. That would just be too much. Alexa, stop. Now, as you can see, that was 3.5 minutes, and it's very clear, so we know we got it mixed. Of course, you can see all the bubbles. So now, let's get our Satori White Eye Candy paste out. We will need to give it a good little stir, because I haven't used it in a bit. Okay, let's get that off because we don't want that falling in. Anytime you're using a paste, especially if you haven't used them in a while, do make sure you stir them up thoroughly, because they do settle and can separate. So you always want to make sure you mix it up well. As you can see, it's pretty thick. And it's not going to take a whole lot of this to get to the color that we want. You pretty much scrape off everything on your stick and you still get a good color. Really good color. Something in there. I don't know what that is. Let's see if I can get that. Oh, there's a big old chunk of something. If I can get it out of here. There we go. Glad I saw that. That would not have been good. And again, if you use, there's another piece of it. I wonder what the heck is that? I wonder if I dropped temple or something from the side when I first opened it. I don't remember doing that, but I mean, it's possible. But see that? That's just a big old chunk. And you don't want that in your resin for sure. All right, hopefully that was all of it. Okay. We're going to scrape this off and get just a little dab. Instead of dabadoo, we will put it here in our resin. I'm actually just going to take it off my stick so I can continue using my stirrer that I already had out. See how it just keeps coming? All right, let's set that over here. We can wipe it off if we need to get more. Well, if I can get the lid on, it'd be okay. There we go. All right, so let's get this started up. I do want it pretty opaque, so we may add some more into it. Always make sure, again, that you scrape your sides, because paste and mica powders, that kind of stuff, like to cling to it. And if you were to not do that, when you pour your resin, you could have a big disaster. I think we're going to need just a little more, so I may just throw that stick back in here and see if it gets us to where we want to be. Yeah, I can still kind of see through it, and that's not what I want. Let's take this out for right now. Use the stick that I have down there. It's still got a little color on it. See what it does with that. See how it's kind of streaky? That's why you want to make sure you stir it good, top to bottom. You can see it on the side too. See how it's not stirred in? That's closer to the color we want. Oh, there's a hair in there. And it has to be my hair because nobody else is in here. Hairy resin, not a good thing. We're going to scrape this stick off here and get as much of this white off there that we can. Set it aside, get our other stirrer. Clean that up. And see, this is why I have those molds sitting in a cup, because I would have tipped whatever I poured over, so. All right. Just looking here in the light, see what it's looking like. It's looking pretty good. Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna leave this sit. Go ahead and mix up the other 7. And that way I can put both of them in the bubble remover at the same time. And I don't have to polish it more than once. So let's go ahead and get this setting over here. And that way it can also be degassing. Okay. Set that there for right now. Alright, for this one we need 7, so that's going to be, what, 3.5 and 3.5? Alright. Okay, that should be pretty close. These bottles are heavy. Okay. Yep. Okay, I'm going to pause you while I get this next one mixed up and while it goes in the debubber, and I'll bring you back when we get ready to pour. Okay, everybody, so I got both of the molds ready, and I got this is 5 ounces, and this is the 7 ounces. So we're going to get them poured and then demold them when we come back. But I told you this is getting warm. Probably gonna have a little bit of extra in that just because I mixed up a little bit extra. So let's go ahead and get this poured in here. A little more in there. I'm going to kind of squeeze this. It was in the debubber for about 7-8 minutes. Try not to squeeze too hard because I don't want to lose my powder. Resin is definitely getting a little warm. I'll go ahead and set it in here so we can finish pouring it. Just saw a bubble come up. Let's check that out. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Don't see any more, so again, we'll put it back in there and pour it high and slow. And I knew we was going to have about an ounce extra, so that's fine. Now I am going to put a stick under this because I don't think it's setting quite level in this cup. I think it's kind of leaning a little bit. But see what I mean about putting it in the cup? That way I'm not tilting it over. And if I did, it would go in there and not over here. Okay. Let's do the same thing with this next one, which is 7 ounces. We will pour a little in there. And then we will kind of squeeze it. There came a bubble. Just kind of tilt it around a little bit. The rest of that coated. We'll set it here in this cup. And continue pouring. I'm going to stop right there. Here comes the bubble out. Because I'm going to move this up there. we go. Got that popped. And again, I'm going to put a stick under it just because, like I said, I don't think it's setting even in those cups. Oh, look, another big bubble came up over here, which I'm glad it is coming up.
What are you going to be eating?
So I'm going to have to do this and pop that. I have just a little extra in this one too, it looks like. Adjust our stick because it looks like it's leaning more that way out. There we go. Let's give that just a minute. That looks better. There we go. I'll take that out. It's better. Better than cheddar. Yeah, and I know some of this green is on the bottom, but again, it's bottom, so I don't care. I was kind of expecting that. Let me take the stick out there right now. Another bubble just came up, which I'm glad. Perfect. Spritz it with some 99%. And we will get this poured into something. Let me find a mold.